orbiter just solved a major mystery about our sun. The solar orbiter revealed that tiny hair-like jets in the sun's coronal holes are responsible for both fast and slow solar wind. Scientists have now confirmed that these fleeting bursts of energy propel charged particles into space, finally shedding light on long-standing mystery about the sun's power. In 2023, scientists using the Solar Orbiter spacecraft discovered tiny jets near the sun's south pole that appeared to contribute to the solar wind. And now, with additional data from the European Space Agency's ongoing solar mission, researchers have confirmed that these jets are widespread across dark patches in the sun's atmosphere and play a role in generating both fast and slow solar wind. These newly identified jets appear in high-speed footage as thin fleeting wisps of energy, particularly in the highlighted areas of the sun's surface. Although they seem brief in the video, they actually last about a minute, launching charged particles into space at speeds of around 100 kilometers per second. That's 224,000 miles an hour. This surprising breakthrough, published on February 5th in Astronomy and Astrophysics, showcases how Solar Orbiter's advanced instruments are helping to unravel the mysteries of our sun. The solar wind mysteries, a continuous stream of charged particles flowing from the sun, extends throughout the solar system, influencing everything from planetary atmospheres to space weather on Earth. Despite decades of research, its exact origins remain elusive until now. The solar wind comes in two main forms, fast and slow. We have known for decades that the fast solar wind comes from the direction of dark patches on the sun's atmosphere, called coronal holes, regions where the sun's magnetic field does not turn back down into the sun, but rather stretches deep into the solar system. Charged particles can flow along these open magnetic field lines, heading away from the sun and creating the solar wind. But a big question remains: how do these particles get launched from the sun in the first place? And a breakthrough in solar wind research, building upon the previous discovery, the research team led by Lakshmi Pradeep Chita at the Max Planck Institute for Solar System Research in Germany used Solar Orbiter's onboard cameras to spot more tiny jets within coronal holes close to the sun's equator. And by combining these high-resolution images with direct measurements of solar wind particles and the sun's magnetic field around solar orbiter, the researchers could directly connect the solar wind measured at the spacecraft back to those exact same jets. Fast and slow, a surprising discovery. What's more, the team was surprised to find not just fast solar wind coming from these jets, but also slow solar wind. This is the first time that we can say for sure that at least some of the slow solar wind also comes from tiny jets in coronal holes. Until now, the origin of the solar wind had been elusive. The fact that the same underlying process drives both fast and slow solar wind comes as a surprise. The discovery is only possible thanks to the Solar Orbiter's unique combination of advanced imaging systems, as well as its instruments that can directly detect particles and magnetic fields. The measurements were taken when Solar Orbiter made close approach to the sun in October 2022 and April 2023. These close approaches happen roughly twice a year. During the next ones, the researchers hope to collect more data to better understand how these tiny jets launch the solar wind. Solar Orbiter is a collaborative space mission between European Space Agency and NASA, designed to study the sun up close and in unprecedented detail. Operated by ESA, the European Space Agency, the spacecraft carries a suite of advanced instruments to observe the sun's outer layers, track solar wind, and analyze the sun's magnetic fields. And this is on SciTech Daily by the European Space Agency, ESA. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.